You know, the car is saying 68 miles to go. It is 66 miles to my house. So I think I'm willing to risk it. 66 miles is going to put us at 310 miles, which is more range than the car is rated for. So it's going to be pretty interesting. All right, guys. Wasn't originally planning on filming today, but happy July 4th. Went up to my parents, my wife's parents' lake house, and I'm going to go do some more fishing up north. But I really wanted to start with the question. The route today was 294 miles in the computer, and the car has a range of 296, and I really just want to see, can you really drive the Model 3 Performance 300 miles on one charge? We're gonna see. All right, guys, so we are in beautiful Lincoln, New Hampshire in the White Mountains. We are 121 miles in to our fishing trip. We are at 59% battery. I did just check. It said we are going to still make it to my house back home with 12% battery. We can pull up right here the efficiency. Obviously right now we're going up into the White Mountains of New Hampshire, so we've been steady climbing for quite some time. So obviously that reduces the battery by a lot, but you go down the other side, you regain it on the other end. So we're just gonna go ahead and wait to see if I really can go 300 real world miles. Up here again, we are in, this area is so beautiful. Try to zoom in here. This is where the Old Man in the Mountain used to be, but that fell down. So again, we'll update this a little later on to see if you really can go 300 real world miles in the new Model 3 Performance. So we are maybe about 10 minutes from the fishing spot. Dropped the wife off with her family. We just cleared the White Mountains, which you saw some pictures of. You can see here the energy usage goes way up climbing the mountain, and then coming back down, you actually green, so we're actually gaining a little energy. We are at 57% battery with 130 miles. We've driven 130 miles. It's saying we have 156 miles left, which will put us right at the amount of getting home. You know, one thing with electric cars that you got to realize is, you know, we're trained from early age, you know, driving age, that your car gets best miles per gallon on the highway. But electric cars with the regenerative braking and all that, electric cars actually do better on city and, you know, country back roads. They actually really don't do all that great on the highway. They don't really do that great at 75 or 80 miles an hour. So this route that I'm taking today is mostly highway, which isn't great for efficiency, but with it being July 4th, there was actually a lot of traffic for the majority of it. So we weren't really going much faster than 60, 65 the whole time. Obviously right now, if you take a look here, we are in basically the middle of nowhere. So there's zero traffic here. Again, we're looking at 11% getting home. So we're just gonna see. My gut tells me Tesla won't be off by more than 11%. So we may use more than that. We may get home with like 5%, but I'm willing to risk it. So I'll update you guys on the next leg. So this is another really cool chart. This is the consumption chart. Again, I started today with 100% charge, which is not what I would typically do, right? But I knew I was going on a road trip today. So this will show you that we spent exactly 40% of the battery driving, 2.2% on the climate control, 1.3% on elevation. It will even show you here, staying below 70 would have saved us 1%. And, you know, it will show you what you used going uphill and downhill. So this is just kind of a really cool little chart that has a lot of the information on it if you're a geek like me. This is a parked chart, so again, I haven't really been parked, but this will show you what the car is used for: the screen, the preconditioning, overheat protection, Sentry mode, mobile app, all that stuff. And then again, you have the consumption, and again, we are in the mountains, so we have a lot of ups, a lot of downs, and you know, that has a pretty big impact on range. All right, so finally got to where we're fishing, and we, of course, couldn't have filmed it any better. We are exactly 50%. We did 152 miles. Right now it's saying that I'm gonna get home at -1%, so I'm not sure if we'll make it home. All right, guys, so we've been 244 miles, used 60 kilowatt hours, 245 watt hours per mile, which is actually pretty efficient. The issue is gonna get home with -1%, 66 miles. Now, if we take a look, our last 30 miles of driving has been extremely efficient, but that was a lot of back roads up by Lake Winnipesaukee. Gonna be the highway home. So, charging needed for destination. We are 55 miles from home. It is saying, if we go to here, I'm gonna arrive at home at -0.1. So I think we can go -0.1. We'll see. All right, guys, just got home. First, I want to apologize. I never planned on filming today, you know, so I didn't have my GoPro till I just got home now. I was filming with my cell phone. You know, I didn't really think it was, you know, a video quality day, but we just finally got home. It's like an 8 or 9 hour road trip. I arrived home at 0% battery. It hit 0 about 1.5 miles before my house, of course, going up a really steep hill. If we go take a look, I'll show you just how close we came. So, battery is at 0%. Hopefully this focuses. Battery is at 0%. We went 311 miles. We used 75 kilowatt hours. We averaged 242 watt hours per mile. And if we pull this up, we used 97.5% of the battery while driving. You can see how much we used going uphill versus downhill. While parked, we used 2.5 while parked. So we literally have used 100% of the battery. I'm definitely gonna plug this car in. Probably not great for it to do this. Again, I could have stopped at a bunch of superchargers. I was just kind of stubborn. I wanted to see what is the absolute max you can drive this new Model 3. It looks like 311 real world miles. You know, I wasn't, other than this last little part right here, I did drive definitely pretty easy. This part right here, you can see I arrived with 0.2%. One last little interesting piece of info. We drove, again, 311 miles. At my electrical rate, which is 11.75 cents per kilowatt hour, we did 311 miles for $8.80. Of course, I have it plugged in now. I did start charging it. You can see that again by the green lights. To go from 0 to 90%, we're looking at 6 hours and 45 minutes. So even I work a lot. I work 60, 62 hours a week. Even I sleep for 6 hours. So we'll be able to start tomorrow, full charge, ready to go. So that's about it, folks. Leave me some comments on what you want to see next. I'm loving my car. I can't wait till yours comes in. Have a great night, guys. Happy 4th of July.